Hey everybody, it's Amy from Motherboard, and I would love to give you a walkthrough of what our platform can do to help you prepare for your birth. So when you first sign on, you can create a new motherboard. So that can be either a vaginal or a cesarean birth motherboard, and it'll kind of tailor the options that you're able to select for each of those based on that type of birth. It's really great for thinking through, different scenarios to help you be flexible and educated, even if birth doesn't necessarily go as planned. I'll just name this something and create my board. So when I first create this board, obviously it's going to be blank. I will not have any options selected. So my first job is to go through these topics and start educating myself on my options. So we have a ton of awesome content that really walks you through all of these tools and when they're appropriate, benefits and risks of everything. So you can really figure out the best plan. So say I want to, have a saline lock. And then once you make that selection over here, it's got this green arrow or this green check mark saying that I've completed that topic. And then this is the board that I am pinning to with the green dot. So let's just go through a couple of them and I'll show you how to build a board. So maybe I want intermittent monitoring. I want to be able to eat and drink freely. I want to be able to move around, perhaps, so that baby can really navigate that pelvis. And maybe my place of birth just got nitrous for the first time, and I really am interested to see if that might help me cope. So maybe I'm going to select nitrous. So I've selected a few options over here, and when I go back into my board area, what I'm going to see is that those options are now they're now in this current selections area. But this is not your motherboard. You haven't pinned any of your preferences yet. So for those of you who really want to be educated and informed, you can select as many of these topics as you want. But when you're creating your board, what you need to do is you need to pare it down to your 15 most important options, and that becomes your motherboard. So you're really going to have to choose and figure out what's most important to you to share with your care team. So there are three ways, and I'll kind of show a more completed board, but there are three ways that you can share a completed motherboard. The first is the most dynamic, and that is you can add a team member. They will be able to see not only your 15 most important preferences, but they'll also be able to expand those and see everything you selected options for. So that can be your doula, your childbirth educator, your care provider, whatever. The second option is to email a PDF to people either on your team or if there's any additional recipients. And the third is to click this download button right here, and then you're going to be able to download this PDF. It looks like this. It's bright, it's colorful, it's one page. Providers and nurses, they really do love them because they're really easy to read. It's not a 6-page birth plan. And we really recommend that you print them out and stick them up next to the whiteboards in the hospital room if that's where you're giving birth, because everybody will be able to see what's important to you at a glance. So that is just a little rundown of what we have to offer. We really hope you sign up and that we can support you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the team at info@motherboardbirth.com. Have a great day.